I forgot to turn the mic on. Does it work now? Sound touch. Oh shit. Did I fuck up my first stream? Okay. Is there still that much latency? Okay. So everyone can see me, everyone can hear me. Should be fine now. Is it? I'm still having. Yeah, I still got the idea that the chat is really slow as opposed to what I'm saying. Uh, but I'll leave that up to you guys if it's alright or not. So, yes, here we go. No, it's not a push to talk micro, but I had to put in a noise gate because my PC is making a lot of noise. Okay, first theme, yay! Let's see what we got. I've made a setup. Some of you have already seen it. I've got a setup with different camera angles. I even got a freehand cam now. Didn't have that last week. I'm going to use that for something interesting later on. Oh, I lost the chat again. Let me open the chat here. No, it's not gained right up, but is this better? I can do that, I think. I have no idea. I could turn the suppression down. Is that better? I hope so. Well, I hope that the suppression is going better now because I can't do anything else to it except turn off the noise gate, but it's going to make a lot of noise. I'll do it close threshold it down and open a little closer. I'm hoping this is better now. Yeah, well, it took me quite a while to figure out what I'm going to do. And first off, I wanted to do a stream like the Lambs, a bit like Hutch's, but it's not my thing. First of all, as you all know, I've got a problem with my hand, with my head, so I can't play that well. So I started to think about stuff like, what do I know a lot about, what am I good at, and the best thing that came to me was wood. I know a lot of things about wood. After all, I build bows, I do all sorts of other stuff. And I know a lot about wood grain, about sorts of wood, how wood works, what it does. And so, without further ado, I did something with wood this afternoon. You haven't seen that. I told some of you in the Discord, you haven't seen that. But first of all, most important thing of the day, drink of the day is this, and that is it. What is it? The Telescope Double Matured. It's a tiny bottle, it's so cute, I love it. Yeah, well, we had this discussion about Paul Reed Smith knocking on wood, like, oh, this is Tonewood, this is not Tonewood, this sounds great, and he just basically can tell you if wood sounds good, if he just smells it. I don't know. I think he just licks it and says, well, that's good wood. That sounds so creepy. But the thing is, there's kind of a truth to it because wood is comprised about a few things. It's density its breaking strength, and its fibers. Putting all those together, I made a list. Let me see if I can do that. No, that's just me again. Where did it go? Here we go. This is a list comprised of different types of wood. And you can see here it's density, hardness, poison strains, compression strength, shrinkage, how much does wood shrink when you leave it to dry, how much moisture is in there, and how rigid it is. Well, as we all know, most woods are made of maple, flame maple, ash, basswood, stuff like that. You've got Spanish cedar, all sorts of nice bits of wood. Now the thing is, and that's what Paul Reed Smith is saying. He is saying that if you have the right piece of wood, it's actually all those factors come together. Why is the chat coming in and out again? Okay. Now is the funny thing. There's a lot more wood that's closer to other types of wood than you might think. Because, for instance, name me a guitar, name me a wood. Because if you've got mahogany, let me see, can we find mahogany in here? There we go, Honduran, mostly used. And it's got a density of 590, which is actually very important density and sound radiation coefficient. Let me see, that's the second to last one, right? Okay. 590 in 7.0. Alder, very popular. Not poplar, but it's poplar is not popular. No, I know. Thanks for that. But as you can see, there's a lot of woods in that range. And funny thing is when you go down, there's fun wood. Let me see if I can find it. Of course, when you're on the stream, you just can't find it. But it's called ukume. It's a family to the sapele, and it's very good wood. But it's here it is, ukume. It's 430, but it's got a sound ratio of 10.3. That's really good because that's in the range of basswood. That's even better than the what did we see? The ash. It's better than alder. So why not use ukume? Well, they use that, but they use it for violins. They use it for classical guitars, but not, or well, mostly not for guitars. They use sapele because it's cheaper, as far as I know. But they're closely related. So what I did is I checked out all these different factors and compared them, and I came to a really funny conclusion, is that density versus hardness versus sound radiation coefficient gives it a ballpark where we can go with wood. So what I did, and someone on the internet is going to hate this, but I cut something, and you know that I'm handy with a saw. You know, for instance, that I cut this up the other day, and I still need to finish this. Boom! He's here. Oh my god, the hutch is here. Now I'm nervous. Thank you. No, not really. But it's easy to cut a shape, and the shape does a lot for a guitar. Well, most of you also know that, yeah, the red looks nice. It's sexy, isn't it? Wait till it's finished. I've got a really nice neck for it. I forgot the... Oh, what? I've got myself twice now? Oh, well, some weird feedback going on. But the fun thing is, is that you not only I've got a thing for SGs, so I got me some wood. I need to put away my strap, and I have to take up the other cam. Where's the mouse? This is my freehand cam. This is my messy desk. These are my dragons. Say hello to the dragons. Hello, dragons. But this is some nice flamey wood. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but it's actually flamey. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good wood. I actually said hello dragons. Okay. Well, now here comes the funny part about the... Oh, Chet's gone again. It'll be back. The funny thing is about the wood that I've found. Oh, here it is. Yes, very very tight, straight, flaming, but it's not maple. It's ukume. And ukume is made primarily used in a lot of different things. Like I said, in acoustic guitars, in violins. So what I did is I married it to this. Oh, that way. So you think this is sexy. This is the Baduk. It's not the piece that I showed you before. This is a piece I had left over for this experiment. But now I'm going to show you something really fun. Because of you saw the flaming back on this. But now take a look at the side. It's plywood. And this plywood is ukume. So it's got all the properties of ukume. And now I'm hearing some people think, well, that's all good and fun, but it's probably brought to shit because of the epoxy resin that's in it to keep it together. Well, let me take you back to my list, because carbon fiber or epoxy are about the same in density, 1600, and they've got acoustic vibe from 5.7. Now I did some research, and the research says that epoxy alone without the carbon fiber is 9.8. Yeah, 9.8. I have no idea where my mouse is going. So what that means is that the density is what did I say? 570? I'm not sure. Now I got all my facts mixed up. Oh my god. What am I doing? 430. And it's got a 10.3. So if you divide that, you're in the 10 range, and you actually go a little bit up because of the epoxy. So you get into 550. I did YouTube math. I did 520 to 550. That puts it in the range of a very nice wood sorts like sapele. And it's even got a better tonal quality than sapele. So what I'm planning on doing is taking this lovely piece of wood and turning it into a guitar over the next few weeks and see if it sounds good, and if it sounds better than my own SG. That's the idea. Now I'm hearing myself double again. That much latency. What's going on? I think I've got myself doubled up. So everyone can see me, everyone can hear me. Should be fine now. Yeah, shut up. I just told myself to shut up. That's never happened before. Tongue glue, yeah. Yeah, the back is grained upwards, so it's a sideways flame in it. I'm sorry, I had two things going on at once, so I'm a bit late for the reaction. I found some funny stuff as well, because I was on the side of PRS, and even on the custom shop stuff, they use wood swords in high quality, of course, very expensive. But they still use the same wood swords, and when you source it back to where it came from, and you look at those figures, they're exactly the same as it is in this scale I've just shown you in that graph. Yeah, exactly. The sound radiation coefficient doesn't affect the tone. Yeah, and yeah, if you use a piezo, which is basically works with vibration, then you can focus on that, and it works, because if you've got thin sapele, it vibrates, and that in turn vibrates your piezo, and that resonates with the string, so you've got a totally different sound. So yeah, now here comes the funny thing. Like I said, I build bows for a living, because that's part of what I do, and most bows we make is hickory or yew. They're in the same density range, but they've got really long fibers, because they need to keep all the shit together because of the tension you make with a bow. Well, when you use some weird shit going on, I've no idea what this all does. Lam, I really need you to explain this OBS shit to me, because I've got a few things down that I have no idea what's going on. Well, the funny thing is, the longer the fibers, the tonality, according to the graph, goes up, but the density doesn't necessarily have to go up or down. So I'm wondering where the difference lies. So I'm going to pick up another piece of wood to find something like Douglas, or some other piece of wood that is a pine, a sort of pine tree, and see what happens if we put that to this piece of wood. Of course, I've got them mixed up. This piece of wood, and this is going to be my other project. I'm still thinking about making it semi-hollow SG. Yeah, same thing with the necks. Quarter sword has a different density in the length because of the way it's cut. So it should conduct vibration better, but according to a lot of people that are insanely versed in Tonewoods, they say, well, it's not right, it's the other way around. I'm going to need a drink first. And now I get the feeling that I'm rambling like an idiot. So I had a few things planned, mainly the thing about the Tonewood and the different graphs, and I wanted to do it all layered, like look at that wood, look at that wood, and we all get the gist, you know. So I thought, well, let's not do that. What I did think is, I tried to play earlier, I can't. It just doesn't work right. I mean, I could try a few tunes later on, but it's not working properly. But what? Grain direction. Yeah, grain direction does a lot of difference, because the tone. Yeah, how do I explain that to you? It's the same with bows and vibration. If you pull back a bow and you release it, and you release it without an arrow, I'm not sure if people know that, but if you release it without an arrow, the bow will explode in like a million different pieces, because the tension, when the string stops, there's nothing to hold it back, because normally the load goes into the arrow. It doesn't, so it goes up the string into the limbs, and that's why they hit a dead point, because there's no vibration there, and they literally go sideways, so they explode. So the vibration is in the length of the fibers, no problems whatsoever. But when you hit that dead spot, it'll go sideways, and it mostly goes forward. So when I build bows and they explode, I'm usually not hurt, as opposed to the people that are standing next to me, which I don't mind. I think there is a video of me doing that in slow motion. I'm not sure if I want to show that. It's not. It doesn't show my ability to make bows in the best light, you know. But the funny thing is that in lengthwise, it can take a lot more vibration, and it can defer that to other pieces of guitar. So if you've got lengthwise cut wood, it's automatically a lot more susceptible to vibration. Yeah, so that's interesting facts without the lamb. Speaking of the lamb, I received a pedal. I've got this. Look at Mythbusters. What? What did you see in Kung Fu movies? Films, movies? I don't know. Normally I say films, but when it's Kung Fu, it's a movie. It's very weird. I've got Chinese instruments. I've got an archer. Exploding bows. Yeah, well... Oh, they saw the exploding bows in a Kung Fu film? Really? Because actually it's far more common for instance, an English longbow to explode, in my opinion, with the heavier poundage than it is for a Chinese bow, because they were made of multiple layers, like horn, wood, sinew, and they all kept each other in check. So if the grain would come off and the fibers would let go, it'd be held in place with glue and sinew, or on the backside with a compression with horn. As with the longbow, it's just an open back, so if a fiber lets go, it just lets go in the entire length of it, so they tend to snap and explode forward. If you apply stain to flamed wood and nothing else, you'll have a great channel. I can do that. I need some more stain though. I need some good good stains, and not bad stains, semen stains. But yeah, I could do some stuff about wood. I have to go and buy some wood anyway, because of the promises I just made like 5 minutes ago. But the thing is, like wood like this, I mean, it's a beautiful piece of wood. And let me just do this. I've got. I can do this really close. Okay, you've got the grain, which is going that way. You see that? In between, there's resin. You see that? Funny thing, resin transports about twice as much vibration as the wood itself. Also, YouTube guesses. But yeah, I'll put that back in there so you can see the inside of the wood pedal. So I would love to do a video completely on wood, staining wood, preserving wood, making it tougher, making it softer. Because what Hutch does with his torch it, I mean, I know you love the torch, Hutch, but yeah, actually strengthening the wood, because you're burning the surface and you're hardening the outer fibers. So for compression, that does a whole lot. And I've always wondered, if you torch a guitar, does your tone go up? Because it's denser. You compress the wood function. So let's try that in the near future. I still got some stuff coming in from China and from all sorts of places. Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? And yeah, exactly. Well, what's really cool is that when you look at the fibers, when you torch it, you can actually see them pulling together. Right before you char it, of course. If you char it, it's gone, it's dead. And that's what they do with some guitar bodies. That's why a lot of people like the roasted maple necks, because if you've got a maple neck, hope that doesn't make a sound. Oh, that makes sound. Can I kill it? Can I kill it? Nope, can't kill it. I'll just plug it in. If you got maple, where's my free hand? Yeah, there we go. I'll put it on my lap. Now you guys are all on my lap. Come on my lap. If you've got the maple neck, it's been used a tiny bit. I mean, this is all. It came out of the box like this. But you can see the grain running here, and you can see the lighty bits, you know, that reflect. A bit of bird's eye here. All these grains that you see now, if you torch those, they'll compress. Thing is though, it's got a rosewood fretboard. Because they're strange, you get an edge here. Because it's strange about, what's it? I think it's 0.001 millimeter or so. And that is why you always have to sand it afterwards. Don't kill the tablet. But yeah, if you want to see something about wood or something like that, just let me know. I'll whip something up and I'll make something really weird going on, and a lot of bad jokes about wood and did you rub it the right way and stuff like that. Now I have no idea what to talk about again, because I'm just going everywhere because of the questions. I like the questions. Can we do more questions? Or else I feel like I'm rambling like an idiot. Need more whiskey too. Terrified wood. That's right before you hit them with the torch. It's like, oh shit! Everything's going to shake right now. Yeah, disk space. Oh, well, this is just my day. Everything that I tested the other day, just everything's going to shit. Is that always on a fast stream that everything goes to shit? Yeah. Oh yeah, jigsaws. This kind of the shit out of wood for real. Imagine what my bandsaw does to wood. I mean, it's just sad. It's just sad. Yeah. Well, we came here for two things. Talk about wood, rubbing it, maybe oiling it. I like baby oil. And can I make those jokes? Yeah, I think I can. But we also came here for this. This is our friend Lamb's Hydge Fuzz, which is really cool. Yeah, fuzzwood. Fuzzwood. Oh, that sounds so weird. Might be a good idea. Yeah. As you can see, this was expertly done by a craftsman. We would just put some tape in there and go, well, it won't connect. It'll be fine. No, seriously. I mean, I really like the quality. We need to fix that Vero board in there so that it's stuck, but it's very nice work. If you want a full review, because that's what you asked for, it's not a line. This is really, 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 really bothering me. Because everything is out of alignment. I mean, we'll just call it charm, eh? But where's my screwdriver? Let me take this apart. Well, your hot glue gun hadn't arrived. Then you have some gum lying around, and just stick it on there. That would have been nice. Just opening it up and finding some what is it called? Hubba bubba bubble. That'd be funny. Hutchy bubby fubble. Well, when I opened it up, that was funny because I put the battery in. I had this battery lying around, so I put it in. And you're a monkey. When I plugged it in, it wasn't working. It was dead. So I opened it up again, and then it went blah. That's the scientific way of saying that it didn't work. Blah blah blah. So I was just fooling around with it, and you said, well, you wanted to know what was going on. It was priced accordingly. If it doesn't cost anything, I'm impressed with the quality. This is by far the best quality ever. Okay, but as you can see here, can I get that in focus? There. Right. The light's too bright. There. Do you see it? That's where it let go. It's just the solder that got loose in the board. That's it. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to toss that away. I think I got my soldering iron up to heat. Come on. Make sure it's solid. Okay. I think I fixed it. Did I just do that off camera? Yeah, I did that off camera. Well, basically I soldered that little piece right there Wait, I've got a camera for that. I soldered that piece back on. It's not the best soldering work I've ever done. I'm going to redo it later, but for the video, it should be fine. Let's put the maximum. Yeah, I'm really thinking about demoing it because I really will play it. I'm not sure if my hands work well enough. So I'm a bit afraid of that. And let me get some more tape too. You know what the rule is, right? If you can't fix it, use duct tape. Preferably black. Black is the best. Because it blends everywhere. Did that off camera again. Ah, funny thing. Hodgepodge tool, not auto wire. He made that abundantly clear. It wasn't an auto wire. From the lamb order. Thank you, lamb. Now let's see if this works. Do that on camera, screwing it tight. Like, doesn't that look awesome? Make sure you watch my feed. Me screwing things. I think next time when I'm doing a stream, because I'm thinking about doing a lot more, someone should keep tabs of how many innuendo jokes I'm making and seeing how much I do in one stream. Yeah, I did see that on Big Clive. I never saw that before, but apparently some more people told me that he just screws stuff together and it's done. Well, is it too much to ask to put a dash on a piece of paper? do I make that many bad jokes? Let's see if I can get this to work on this cable. Can't remember. Was it from left to right or from right to left? I guess we'll find out in a second. The cable's too short, it doesn't reach the ground. Oh. I'm going to have to resort to the worst thing a man can resort to. Tolman free cable. Ugh. You know, I'd rather have them leave this shit out and spend some more on the hardware of the guitars than get a free shitty cable, which isn't. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think everyone's excited because it's really quiet in the chat. Okay, let me check if I've got sound because I did something earlier. Input. Okay, Okay, apparently you've got sound. Do you have sound? Because I don't have any sound. I don't hear shit. Ugh. Now what's going on? Like, it's that one. I know it's that one. Yeah, I know you're hearing it. I can see it on the screen that you're hearing it. I can't hear anything. What's going on? Is it this one? Oh, here we go. Is it going over? Oh, okay. Why is it so low? Yeah, I think I've got sound. I had a pick just now. Oh, there it is. I'm going to crank it up all the way. It's to hide how bad I'm playing. Come in the stream. Yeah, I'm going to. And then wait 5 seconds and. Yeah, it works! It's hard to time that, but. Did you want it from right to left? Maybe? Maybe? Whoa! Well, at least that worked. Whoa. Yeah, you did. Oh man. I do love the sound of that. I wish my hands and my hand just would work a lot better. It's wow. Wow. Like I said, I wish this and this was working a lot better so I could fully enjoy it because it makes me want to dance. Can we crank it? Yeah, that tone. Now it's just my playing. It'll come back. What? Even with bum hands. Thank you. I like that. And I really want to say that because I've never said it out loud because you can't see me. I said it on Discord. But the thing on the Hutch Club, that really pulled me through. That makes me want to play guitar. Still want to try, even though it sucks, you know. Even though at some days I can't even hit the right string, it still makes me want to play. So that's really awesome. And even from a guy that's coming from chugging, I mean, I used to do all sorts of stuff like just that. I can't even get that right. Stupid hands. But it's yeah, it makes me want to learn more about music theory and getting stuff right and doing the solos. and I really like the stuff that Brent sent me. You should do something with that online, because that's amazing. If you work that out, it gives a different insight than what you find online or when you get lessons. It's just different than what everyone else does, because it's bite-sized and it's simple. You should really do something with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna play anymore because I don't want to bore you with my effed up hands. I'm having these new pills, and they really work. And I'm thinking that in maybe a week or 3, it's gonna be better. I'm gonna be faster, and I'm gonna be more consistent. It might not be as fast as I was, but it might be consistent. And if I get my my theory up a bit, Aw, you're getting emotional. So am I. I'm really bad at this sort of stuff. You know what I really like, by the way? Something completely different. No, I'm not going to continue playing because it's just... You know what it'll come down to when I keep playing like this? It's going to come down to stuff like... and I even fucked that up. I mean, I can't keep the fingers in the same spot. They're just... Even though I'm keeping them steady, they keep doing this. And the lurker. Well, you did say something about the, was it again, the Freddy theme song? What if I made a lurker blues? You know? Make a lurker theme. Every time I come on chat, you have to play the lurker theme. Yeah, I can't do it yet. But you know, I did find some really fun stuff to do. Stuff that I would have never thought about. I mean, I've always thought about doing a stream like this, specifically aimed at bows, but why not wood in general? I mean, I really like that idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, well, that's about all I can do lately is play about 2 seconds, and then I start to cramp up and I can't get the stuff acting together. Well, let me turn off this because it's going to melt my guitar. A little bit of pain belongs to everything funny. I don't know. I hope I don't hurt her. Dash. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's something I did want to say about the guitar. Because, Brent, you made a remark about the fact that the dude that you're giving the HP35 to, he wants to play metal with it. He's bonkers. He's completely bonkers in his head. He's an idiot. What the hell not? And, oh my god, is he really going to do that? But have you tried it on a thing like this? Let me switch channels on this. Because it's going to sound shit, but wait. It sounds awesome on one of these. C sharp, like drop C. This one. because this is in drop C. I use this to play Anthony Gomez songs. Who says you can't do metal with a Strat? Oh yeah, no, I got an idea. Yeah. Because you were talking about the insides. Oh, sorry, guitar. I didn't mean to slam you on the floor, on the desk like that. I'm sorry. You were talking about the way that it was built, the HB35. Wait, let me show you something I found. Because this is the inside of my Ibanez, which is really tidy, as you can see, even on the insides. I mean, there's a bit of glue, there we go, residue over there in the corner. It's basically really tidy. And well, I guess you've seen the insides of the HB and how that looks. That looks awful. The other day I was playing around with this with the endoscope, and I found something really cool, because they actually, let me see, where is it? Where is it? That's over there somewhere. My hands are too wonky for this. Where's the down hole? Someone can make a joke out of this. Can't find the down hole. Damn, this is hard. Didn't think it would be that hard. Let me eyeball it. There we go. The funny thing is that the center block is really, really thin compared to the HB35. It's a lot less wide than it is. And as you can see, I've never opened this up before, so this is factory. It's actually pretty tiny. I mean, there's the pickup. You can see the pickup right there. But I was really amazed that it was that much thinner than the HB. And this guitar weighs a lot less than the HB, but the sound on this, I mean, acoustic, I mean, I'm not sure if you can pick this up. It blew me away. If you can get your hands on one of these, not specifically this one, because this one's mine. I love this one. It's my baby. But you should really try this and see how it sounds compared to the HB35, because I would really be interested in seeing that. And since you've got a very good relationship with Harley Benton, maybe you can get one of these on a loan from a local shop, like at Anderson's maybe. They'd like the views. It's good for your views too. Yeah. Did you want to see the joinery? Because you said that last time on the pictures, but do you want to see it like up close? So I can do that. Because one of the things I love about this guitar, and it's funny, it's not the front at all. It's this. I just adore this back. I do that well. Can I get it to focus? Focus, alright, focus. It's just so beautiful. I love this. And the way that they did the neck joint. And this is just craftsmanship right here. If you've ever put binding on a guitar, you just know how incredibly hard this is to do that, that 90-degree in there and just get it perfectly aligned and looking good. This camera's wonky, by the way. Before someone asks, no, these are not the Bonelux. They're the cheap Grolsch bottle fees that they sell here in the Netherlands. Because if you got an abundance of it, why would you buy something like the Bonelux? Ah, I've lost the chat again. It's going to come back in a few seconds, I think. So I can't see what you wrote. Can't see that on the live screen. Cool. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, this is the best place to show that off. Can I get the where is it? Can I get this one there? So you can see it up close. Look at how tight that binding is. I mean, it's just, you can see that it's glued to each other. You can't hardly see it. This is exactly where Gibson fucks up every time. I mean, it's a bit of work extra, but it just makes or breaks this guitar. And that's the thing with this one. This is what I really like about this guitar. When I picked up the Harley Benton, it felt good, and that was at a point when I was recovering from the last injury I had. And I was thinking, well, okay, I'm going to buy a guitar because I feel good and I'm going to play again and I'm going to start doing it. But the Harley Benton always felt a bit off, you know. It's just the fret ends were sharp. The first one came with damage. The second one, well, the first one actually had a crack right here in the heel joint, and I don't like that. That makes me feel a bit, I don't know, I'm going to say it, makes me queasy, you know, when you play and you don't want the neck to blow off like a blown up ball. So that made me feel bad, that made me feel awkward. So I sent that back and I got a new one, and the new one was set up awfully, like high frets. The paint job was awful. It had stripes. The binding came loose because it melted, because it actually reacted with the wrong kind of lacquer. What I like about this is that it's got a joint here. There's no scarf joint. Everyone's always really into the scarf joint. Scarf joints, that's the bomb. But what they've done is they made a little volute for string. It's tiny, you don't even notice it, but it's enough. But it makes it feel a lot better. And if you've got a scarf joint that shrinks, what we were talking about earlier, is that you can feel that joint, you know. So yeah, volutes a lot better. I love volutes, and it feels like you reach the end of the neck. I mean, when I do, let me go this way. I'm gonna do this way, because most people play like a chord like this. I usually tend to play it like this and leave my finger open, because if I go down, I've got a bar chord. It feels like you're at the end, you know, and it feels like you've got a point of reference where to put your the inside of your thumb. And even when you put your thumb, you don't have to put your thumb behind, because you've got that stability. So I like it for you. Does the CSD have one? For real? How's that like? Is that fatter than like the Strat one? Because I really like the way that looks. especially the angry look. I like it angry. It just looks like it wants to bite you. I like that. Is it comparable to the double cut? Oh. Because I really wanted to order a double cut, but the thing is, I'm building two SGs, one semi-hollow, one solid, or one which with plywood, but that means I've got three SGs, and I was looking for something else to build. If that's got a fat neck, can I get that with a fixed bridge too? Or do I have to make that myself? Not that that's a problem. No idea why I'm holding this guitar. Just I don't know. It just feels fun. But if it's even fatter than the double cut. Shut up and take my money. Where's my wallet? Yeah, I noticed that. What was the thing that was wrong with it? Because you fixed it, but I'm not quite. I couldn't make it out on the video what you did differently. It just looked exactly the same that I did before. It's almost working. You see, that's the main reason why I got rid of my SG. Sorry, my RG. I had an Ibanez RG. It was a customized one with a Wizard 2 neck and the DiMarcio pickups. It was the, yeah, well, I guess the modern term for it is the gentiest thing ever. And I actually loved that guitar. It was a really good guitar. But there was one thing that really annoyed me, and that was the trem system on there. It had a Floyd Rose. I'm not a fan of a Floyd Rose. I mean, you're always out of tune, and if you have to tune them, you spend 6.5 days tuning them. It was out of line, the hole's too big for the collars. Yeah, I saw that. And the wood split overnight. Really? That's some bad wood. Or did you just drill the hole back into the dowel and did it split afterwards? Because it could have been that the wood the glue wasn't completely dry in that case. I'm not sure. But that's the reason. I traded that in for this, and this one got me playing again. This one actually got me back onto playing because this one has the fat neck. I mean, you can actually screw up. Which way do I go? This one's wide. This is one of the widest and roundest necks I've ever had. It's not a baseball bat, but it's really close to it. I mean, it's a hefty neck. And with my hands as they are now, that means that if it's a wide neck, there's a bit of more space between the strings, so it's easier for me to do the exercises, you know, like spider walk, getting that back up, because I don't hit the prior strings. It's easier to skip strings because they're farther apart. This one really saved me. This one's never going to leave this house again. And just look at her. Look at the crane on this thing. I love that crane. Can you see that? Good. I love this. What kind of wood is the CST made of? Because I think we've just gone into a proper discussion instead of a stream, but I don't mind. Well, what kind of wood is it? Does it say on the packaging or something? because I was really interested to see what it was. Because they say that the double cut was made out of basswood. Oh, really? Because it looked on the pictures, it looked way too dark for basswood. I saw that you sanded it down. It's it basswood isn't that hard. I mean, let me get up the chart. I had a chart somewhere. Tonewood. Let's see. Akume, lacewood, black ash, black cherry. I always wanted to make a guitar of cherry wood. I'd like that. Walnut, 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 walnut. Should be right up on the top. Basswood, here we go. It's basswood's got a hardness of 1824. Compared to, let's say, alder. Alder is 2620. And let's see, can we get mahogany? Mahogany is pretty hard wood by itself. And I can't find mahogany. I can find a lot of things, but not what I'm looking for. Basswood, redwood, red pine, red alder. There we go. European alder is even harder than that. It's 2890. So it's not that hard of a wood, but it should be harder than what you said, because yeah, basswood shouldn't dent easy, especially if it was sealed, so that would pull the grains and fibers together to keep moisture out. Shouldn't be easy to dent, but it might be easy to gent. Pim pim. That was bad. That was really bad. Oh shit. I still can't. If I don't find mahogany, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Yeah, but I had problems with the single cut, that it was also too soft. Everyone's complaining that the only nice wood they had was on the telly. But I don't like tellies. I'm sorry, I really don't like tellies. The hour later. Oh, do I need to drink some more? Speaking of that, is the latency with chat better now? Yeah, I know everyone says that, but I'm not a fan. I don't know. Everyone says, well, I like the twanginess, and I don't like the twanginess. I like it dark and round and soft. Like I said before, I'm a Gary Moore kind of guy. So I like those round tones, the long tones, and the telly is just too twangy for my taste. That's why I really like this SG, because most SGs sound twangy, and well, sustain has always been a thing with SGs, but just listen to this unplugged. It's just the wood resonating, and we're talking about Tonewood here, but the way it's made, I mean, it just goes on forever. And I'm not saying that it's because of the build quality. It's probably a fluke. I mean, it's Epiphone, but it was made in the Gibson factory. It even has a Gibson serial number on it. But I've played SGs, Gibson SGs that were way worse than this one. This one's an Epiphone, it plays perfect. 70 minutes without having a smoke. That's not Okay, that's not entirely true because there were more people developing electric guitars at that point. I can't remember the name of the man. That was, I think it was it a Spanish name somewhere in Bolivia, Brazil, or something like that. And he was on to something. He was in about the same ballpark as the telly. So I don't think that it was the telly that made that revolution. I think it was just a matter of time. And the other thing is that I think they should have stopped at semi-hollows or hollows, because I like hollows and semi-hollows. I like the tone of those. I like the tone of that one. It's just if you put it on the back pickup, it's just bright and it's there, but it's not twangy. And when you push it down to the neck pickup, I never use in between and just use the neck pickup. It's round and it's soft and full of body. I love that. I mean, that just, oh, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. But have we been on for 70 minutes? Really? I've been ranting on for an hour. Jesus. And I've got, how many people are there in chat? I have no idea. There's actually 7 peoples that are listening to me ranting about stuff. I was going to say another word. Yeah, it really does go quick, yeah. I've got 2 likes. Oh, someone left. Now I've got 6 views. They didn't like me to say stuff. I've got 2 likes. Why isn't anyone liking this? I mean, I'm going to do a Davey 504 on this. Slap like now. Damn it. Talking about wood. Yeah, talking about wood and oil and rubbing that in the wood. Rubbing that wood good. Because if you don't slap right now, I'll call the police. Slappers. Oh wait, let me do that. Slap like now. Slappers. Slappers sounds like chappers. I don't, never mind. You just press the thumbs up. Where are we? The thumbs up button. I keep looking at this at the wrong screen because I've got the OBS set up over here and my computer set up over here. Wait, I can do this. Wait, can we show that? Can we show that? I'm gonna use the itty bitty tiny cam for this because anyone nauseous yet? Because this is the screen I'm looking at now. That's the screen I should be looking at. And I've got enough screens. I've got a screen over there. I've got a screen over here. I've got a screen over there. That one's off right now. It was on before. What? No lucky button? What? Okay, well, you're gonna have to make a promise now, Ben. And that promise is to... Shut up, Google. That promise is that you have to like it after it's done. And you're gonna have to like this. You need to leave the live chat. No, he doesn't have to leave it. He just has to like it on a different computer. It's mandatory. Oh, Mayhem's back. How was your smoke? Was it good? Did it revive you? Yeah, I've got the chat in the OBS too. But when I because I've got 2 screens, that one is a lot bigger than this screen. So what I tend to do is I tend to read the chat on that screen, that one, and view myself on this because like I said before, I'm used to. I mean, I'm a sales and communications trainer. That's what I was taught. So I don't mind speaking to a lot of people, like 200 or more, with a microphone and seeing the crowd. I mean, I don't give a shit about this. But this is a completely different story. All I see of you guys is a chat and a tiny little light over there that says that my webcam's on. And that actually gives me the heebie-jeebies because I can't see anyone. I like interaction. I like to communicate with people. I like to read people in the crowd. And I don't know, it feels off. Oh, sorry. You're the heathen that smokes indoors. Get that fire extinguisher back. Yeah, streaming is odd. It is. It's really weird. I like it. I didn't think that I would like it this much because I really like it. I need to rethink what I'm going to do because I need, I don't know, like a red thread guiding me somewhere. I don't know. But I do like it, and I like the idea of talking about wood and how wood looks. Yeah, it is. That's the worst thing. Yeah, I usually try to react as fast as I can. Um, but sometimes the chat's just slow when you ask a question and I type it, and then you go on a different totally different subject, and then you see the question or the answer that I gave, and you assume that it's about a totally different subject, and I can see you looking at the camera like, yeah. Well, anyways, I'm probably getting the same thing right now because I'm having trouble following the chat, and I've got all this stuff going on with OBS, and it's a cool program, but I'm not quite down there yet with how that works. I've got the whoosh effects, like, and stuff like that. The best is when you see yeah. Oh no, the best thing is for me right now is that that was 2 days ago I did that test, and I thought that everyone was watching, but they were still in the waiting room because I have to press the go live button again, and I was talking to myself for 4 minutes or something like that. And then someone in the chat said, "Well, we're all waiting," and I was like, "Oh, damn it!" Hmm. It's not just me, okay. And it's weird that you have to wait for about 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds before you can see the answer on the chat. Is the audio still good, by the way? Because I was thinking about getting an XLR mic because I usually don't sing unless people pressure me into it. I'm not gonna sing, no. But to get a XLR mic so I can use the complete audio to put it in here. But if this sounds good, I mean, this is the mic that comes from my website, my webcam. So it's actually, if that's good, I like it. It's stereo, really. Yeah, it says so here on the screen. I've got this. Wait. Let's do the split screen thing again. Let's make me bigger. I can be bigger. Yeah, that's better. But it says so here that it's stereo. I just altered it to be in stereo. I like that, and I like all the functions with the noise gates and stuff. It's actually a pretty good program. Can't believe it's for free. I do want to know what the other YouTubers use for editing. because I sometimes see those wow effects. I'd like that. I mean, I'd like to have that in my face. Like, I'm going to show people a guitar, a piece of wood, and it says wow. I mean, that's never happened to me. Yeah, I'm featured. Yeah, endorsement. Here we go. Wait. Let me get my. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I'm endorsed. I've been featured on other channels. You know, I'm cool. Yeah. No, it's a it's a button. It's right there. You can just toggle it to stereo. It's gonna be if you've got multiple cams, you can just let the different cams take over. Yeah. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. No. Master Lamb. Give Dirk a sock so he can be free. But uh-oh. I think I just destroyed my setup because I killed my second microphone because the phone dropped off. Yep, I'm down to one screen now. Oopsie. For now, yes, this is the big family, and I actually feel that way. You know that when someone reacts on the Discord, it's like, yeah, it's cool. But I want to do something with this next time, so I'm gonna work this out, and it's not glued together. I mean, it's gaffer tape and super glue, so it's gonna come off. But what I was going to do, what I could do next time, is that you guys have been asking, well, actually reacting to, like, is it worth it? And I've got this little thing, and this thing actually sounds bonkers. I mean, so I could do a review on that next time. Let me know if you'd like that. And maybe because I asked you about the thing with the looper. I mean, I've got a looper. I've got no idea how to use it. Maybe it's fun to show someone how to do it, like in split screen or something like that. To show someone how to do it online. I mean, it's just ideas. Yeah, I can do something with the pig nose amp. I've got an original pig nose amp, like a really old one. Did I put it? No, I brought it down. It's downstairs. It's not here. But that thing is really cool. Yeah, I want to mod the Nox. Yeah, really. I wanna do the Vox mod on that, because the amp is just phenomenal. If you put your headset in there, it sounds fucking great. I mean, it's absolutely insane how much noise that this thing makes, but it's actually amazing how this thing sounds over a headphone. I mean, you can never replace an amp with a pair of headphones unless you've got what's the Boss thingy called, the headset. I mean, unless you've got 600 euros to pay for that, you can't replace it. But this is really good, and I'm actually thinking about taking it out, just opening it up, and make a jack plug on that side, and plug it into the gem that I've got downstairs, the old amp, and see if and see what happens if I use this to power the other amp. Just add all these features to that. I might. D, Class D amp to go with it, and 4x12. Yeah, something like that. I'd be really interested to see if that works. Let's do a 1x12 first. I've got two 1x12s next to my Behringer. One's at my brother's. It's also a gem. So I'm going to take that. I think I'm going to take that one apart because it's a later model speaker in there, so it can handle a bit more stress. Because I got the feeling that if I put this on there or the Hutch Fuzz on that old gem I've got downstairs, the one I showed you guys, I think it's gonna blow up. I'm not really sure about that, but I've got a pretty good idea that it's gonna blow up. Oh, I fixed my second screen. It was just the cable was out. Okay. If you've got any feedback, I'd appreciate that. And I think I'm going to wrap it up now because it's 10:30 over here. So I've been streaming for how long? Can I see that? I have no idea. I've been on for 1 hour and 13 minutes. And I could talk about a lot of more stuff. I'm not going to, because I want to leave something for the next time. Yeah, well, yeah, thanks a lot. That means a lot to me because going into this, I had a feeling I was talking too much to myself, which I basically am. I mean, I'm talking to a webcam, to a little light. I've got lots of material. Trust me, I've got loads of ideas and loads of silly things I want to show people. But yeah, I'm going to do something with this, so that I want to make this an ongoing stuff, and maybe I want to do some vids on how I'm doing it and what I'm doing to it. You were actually talking about the chipwood. I've got, I think, maybe 6 or 7 boards of chipwood, 2 by 2 meters by I think 175. So I've got really big chipboards. I'm planning on doing a body out of that. I'm thinking about doing a semi-hollow. I'm not going to paint this one purple though. Yeah, but no, I'm actually going to torch it, I think, because have you ever seen torch chipwood? I'll make a picture, I'll put it in the Discord. When I do the, I give classes in carving bows, and I did one on a shaving horse. So you sit on it, you put the bow into it, and you can just shave on off and shave that stuff off. And I actually did the seating out of chipwood, and I burned it all the way around, and that looked really, really awesome. And after that, I did it in gold wax, like gold chip wax, and it's like you could ply the boards up and make a neck through. Oh, I don't think it's sturdy enough for that, but. Oh. I'll do the back TV yellow. I'm gonna torch the front and do it with the gold. But ply the boards up and make a neck through. It's gonna be a massive neck. It's gonna be Zach Wild neck. Have you seen that neck? I mean, it's like this bottle. I mean, neck is massive. Yeah, I could. I'm gonna need a new router for that. But my wife's on the chat, so she can just give the okay for a new router. Slap like now. Slap like now to give me a new router. Whoosh. Yeah, fat necks are good, but it's got to be really fat to keep it. See, I got support. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Loving the ideas, loving the support, and I don't know. Go tell your friends. Slap like now. Subscribe, or I'll call the police, and other stuff like that. Oh, I'm getting slapped. No, I'm not gonna do the piece. And I'm not gonna do the signing off bit too. I'm just gonna keep it to see yous. And I said that, but I have no idea how to turn this off. I had that problem the first time too. What works better, if I do the end stream in the studio or if I do the end stream in the OBS? I have no idea what works better. But trust me, every stream is going to end in confusion. It's not a thing. It's every stream is going to end in confusion. I'm glad that you liked it. I'm going to push that button and end stream in studio and see what happens. I kind of like the ta-ta too. Ta-ta, baby.